He kept as still as possible, played dead. Would that send the psycho away? Sure enough, when the footsteps started up, they moved in the opposite direction, echoing lightly on the floor. He lay there some time. He was aware of his body growing colder. He vaguely remembered reading that as an injured body lost blood, its temperature dropped. His mind drifted in and out of consciousness, a listing ship on a gentle swell. He tried to listen for the cars, perhaps catch the sound of a police siren, but all he could hear was a faint ringing in his ears. White noise. His vision blurred to a hazy mirage, and the effort of keeping his good eye open was too much, so he allowed it to close. His breathing was steady now, and at last his pain began to subside. Perhaps he'd make it after all. All he needed to do was rest, to regain his strength, sleep a bit. Then he would work out how to get help. His last thought before he finally gave in was of the weather. How on earth could it be this bloody cold in July? Chapter 1. Harmony lay on the grass and searched the cornflower sky for clouds. There were none, not even the breath of one. The only thing that broke the blue was a fading streak of white from a long-past plain. The sun warmed her face as she listened to the sound of Londoners all around them, enjoying the hot June Sunday on Wandsworth Common. "He's so good with the boys," said Sophie. Harmony sat halfway up and propped herself on her forearms to watch Will and her nephews playing football. Her husband, in knee-length khaki shorts and pink shirt, crumpled and rolled to the elbows, and the boys, Cal, Matt, and George, aged 15, 12, and 9 respectively, bare-chested, skin glistening with sweat, tearing about on a makeshift pitch marked out with T-shirts and trainers. Cal went in for a sliding tackle and knocked his youngest brother's feet from beneath him. George scrambled up, indignant, appealing for a foul while glaring at his brother as he geared up for a fight. Will ran over to George and lifted him high, before turning him upside down and diverting his attention from the injustice. "He enjoys their company." Harmony smiled as Will deposited George back on the ground and ruffled his hair, before hooking an arm around his neck and pulling him close. He whispered something conspiratorial, and George's face broke into a smile, and he nodded. Then the two of them jogged back to rejoin the game, the fight with Cal forgotten. Sophie looked over at Roger, who sat a little away from them in the shade of a sycamore tree, eyes glued to his phone as his thumb scrolled. "Why don't you join them?" she called. "Got an email that needs to go before noon." He glanced up at Will and the boys. "They're fine anyway. If I join, it'll be uneven." Sophie groaned and rolled her eyes. "He's literally never off that thing," she said. "He's worse than the kids." She reached into the cool box for the bottle of wine and poured some into her plastic glass, then held the bottle out towards Harmony. "Want some?" Harmony shook her head, then turned back to watch Will with her nephews. Sophie was right. He was great with them. A phantom pain shot through her stomach. "He'd be a brilliant dad," Sophie said, reading her thoughts. Harmony nodded. "He would. How are you feeling about things?" Sophie's voice was soft and gentle. "I'm fine." She smiled at her older sister. "It's taken its time, though. I'd no idea I'd be such a wreck for so long." Sophie reached for her hand and gave it a rub. "And Will?" She didn't answer immediately. "It's hard to tell. I mean, I know he's thinking about it. Sometimes he seems distant and stuck in his thoughts. But you know what he's like. Buries his feelings, makes stupid jokes at the wrong times. He doesn't seem to get it. The awfulness of this thing we've been through. It's as if he's scared of owning up to any emotion, as if doing that is somehow admitting a weakness." She sighed and shook her head. "But what can I do? That's Will. Always has been." "That's men," her sister directed a